Hey there guys, Mdnightcrisis here. This is actually my third time doing this video because each time it times out, so I guess I'm gonna have to get through this really quickly. First video, so hey, how you doing? And this is a profile for my TG deck, and tell me what you think. First off, we have BLS. BLS, great card. Everyone should run it. DD Crow, double DD Crow for most meta decks. Uh, works pretty well against most of them. Dark Worlds and Inzectors are kind of the thing right now. Windups too. Gets rid of those troublesome cards really quickly, and it's really good ammo for BLS. Doppel Warrior, because it can work really well with Junk Synchron, and it's dark, helps fuel BLS. This isn't a BLS deck, but just in case. Veiler, BLS, and its effect, because sometimes effects can really hurt this deck. 3 Junk Synchrons, because it works really well in this deck. Helps you actually get about half the cards from the graveyard, and sync for things like Catastor and Magician. Librarian. Actually, I think I should add another Catastor. Catastor, here we go. 2 Catastors. And Catastor is a really great card. Helps with a lot. Maxi, because drop a Maxi at the right time and it can win you the duel. You could draw 4, 5, 6 times just dropping 1 Maxi at a time, and most of the time people won't special summon because they're like, oh, Maxi, I don't want them to get that hand advantage, especially if they can't OTK you right there. Sangan, because Sangan can search out about 90% of this deck, honestly. It's a really great card. TG Magician. If this card was used as Synchro Material Monster for the Synchro Summon of a TG Synchro monster, you can use TG monsters in your hand for the other non-tuner Synchro materials, and during the end phase, search out 1 TG monster. This is a really great card. Probably one of my favorite TGs, because you can use monsters from your hand, to summon Power Gladiator or Wonder Magician. And yeah, it's really good. TG Striker is pretty much like Cyber Dragon, but it's pretty much like Cyber Dragon, and you get to add a TG monster from your deck when it's destroyed. So pretty good. Werewolf, really good card. A level 4 or lower monster special summon. You can special summon this card from your hand during the end phase of this turn. This card on the field destroyed, add 1 TG monster. Tuning Wear. Actually, let me get back to Werewolf. Werewolf is a really good card. You can combo it with Junk Synchron a lot. You combo it with Junk Synchron and Doppel Warrior. It's a really good card. Really fast. This deck is actually pretty fast. I win most of the time. Yeah, it's a good run. It has good runs if you play it well. Tuning Wear, just in case. Tuning Wear is pretty much for formula. Get Tuning Wear. If you have the right cards, honestly, if you have the right cards, you can get Halberd Cannon or Quasar in 1 turn. It takes about 3 special summons, but you can get it. It's really, really simple. I think it's even more simple than Lavable. Yeah. Tuning Wear, draw power in this one, so Formula Synchron helps it. It's for Formula Synchron, actually draw 2. And if you have a Magician, you get 3, so it's card advantage. Book of Moon, yeah, Book of Moon. Dark Hole. Dark Hole is really well in this deck because most of the TGs and Sangan, most of the TGs, when they're destroyed, you gain the effect to search another one out. So You know, really nice card. Oh, did I go for Rhino? Okay, I don't think so, but Rhino, it pretty much becomes a 2000 beater when it attacks, and I normally combo with Magician to push summon the Synchron. Um, let's see what's next. Forbidden Lance, you know, Heavy Storm, back row in this deck. This deck, I would say the weakness of this deck is if your opponent has a really nice back row, it's kind of uh, if their back row is, I mean, you have to have a really good back row, but yeah, their really nice back row could kind of stop this uh whole deck, and not stop the whole deck, but it could slow it down. And Veiler hurts this deck too, because it because if Junk's Veiler, then you're kind of a sitting duck. But you know, the next turn, you could come back really swiftly. Um, Pot of Avarice. Oh wait, no. Monster Reborn. You know, special summon anything. 3 MSTs because it's MST. You know, back row. Like I said, back row isn't really well, so you need uh, you know, some protection. Avarice adds most of his cards back, even though, you know, late in the game you probably wouldn't need it, but you know, couldn't help to have a Rhino and a TG Magician in your deck, you know, just to draw. And you know, yeah, duality. I only run one duality because most of the time, when I say most of the time, I mean about 90% of the time, I'm going to be special summoning, so, you know, running one is fine. Let you search out pretty much anything you need. Shroud of Greed, each time you draw a card for your normal draw phase, place a greed counter on this card, and you can send a card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. This card kind of forces your opponent to use cards like MST because they don't want you to get that extra draw power. So it's really helpful. Um, then there's the Warrior Returning Alive, mostly for junk. You could use it for Striker, but or Doppel Warrior. But I'd say most of the time you just use it for Chunk because he's really the glue of the deck, you know. What else? Tuning, because with Junk Synchron and you know you mill a card, you know, it's okay. Starlight, just in case you know Heavy Storm hits. You know, I mean, Heavy Storm probably wouldn't be a problem, but you know if you set some cards, you know certain decks like to play hand destruction now, so you know Torrential Tribute could hurt. You know if you play Power Gladiator, Wonder Magician, you know you're ready to synchro for Quasar or Halberd. You know it could hurt. It could hurt a lot. So just one wrong torrential and you know you're out. And torrential tribute, of course I run too. Yeah, ironic, but you know if I torrential, it works really well because these TGs gain their effect in the graveyard, and it allows me to search another one out. So if I have 2 or more TGs on the field face down, you know, and I'm cornered, I can just place hit torrential, boom, get to my hand, rush Rhino, Magician, special summon for a level 5 synchro monster, and you know it's a lot of plays to open up with it. My extra deck, Catastrophe, because a lot of cards, you know, it gets over BLS. A lot of other cards, Black Rose, just in case I need to nuke the field, and you know, once again, it works really well with TGs. If you nuke the field, destroy TGs, add more to my hand. Formulas draw power and help, you know, pretty much the only way to summon Halburn. Um, Halburn or Halper Halberd. Halberd, wow. Get it wrong here. Halberd or Gaia. I mean, Halberd, Gaia, Gaia, Speeder, Quasar. Quasar, it's pretty. This is an OP card. This is a broken card. I don't even understand. My rule for this deck is I don't summon Quasar unless I have a Halberd on the field. So it gives my opponent a chance. Because if you just have Quasar on the field, it's just unfun. It's not enough. Your opponent can't do anything. It's not a fun duel, and I'm about you know fun duels. Stardust, Starlight Road, TG Blade Buster, just in case. Halberd, Halberd, and Quasar. Pretty much the main goal of the deck. Yeah, there's main goal. Like I said, you can summon both of these. You actually summon both of these at the same time in 2 turns. It's really easy with this deck. If you guys don't know, which most of you assume do, but you know how Quasar's effect is this card's it requires 1 synchro monster, 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned any other ways. This card's maximum number of attacks is the number of synchro material monsters that were non-tuner, and once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation and destroy it. When this card leaves the field, you can special summon 1 shooting star dragon from your extra deck. I didn't know about that last part, so let's take out TG Wonder Magician to a special summon. I'll add a shooting star. Shooting star dragon. Yeah, and Halberd is, once per turn, it cannot be summoned except by synchro summon. Once per turn, while the card face up on the field, you can negate the summon of a monster to destroy it. And when this card is sent from this field to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 TG monster in your grave, and special summon 1 TG monster in your graveyard. Then it's okay, Then we have Power Gladiator. It gives piercing damage, and when it's destroyed, you draw a card. And there's Magician. Each time you synchro summon, draw 1 card. Wonder Magician. I don't really use this card too much. I don't know why I had to, but when it's synchro summon, you get to destroy 1 spell or trap card. And it's pretty good. And you get you draw 1 card, so it's +1, and you can synchro summon during your opponent's main phase. It's an okay card. I normally use it just to pop a card in the back. When I'm pretty much most of the time when I have mostly using when I have Halberd, and it pops the card in the back, so don't have to worry about anything crazy. And just added shooting star because of Quasar. But this is my deck profile of my TG deck, and I'll be uploading more. Probably start uploading duels with it, and tell me what you think about it in the comments. And like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you.